Pakistan, a country located in South Asia, has a rich and diverse history that spans millennia. From ancient civilizations like the Indus Valley to its role in Islamic empires and the British colonial period, Pakistan's historical journey has been marked by religious, cultural, and political transformations. The country was born out of the partition of India in 1947, and since then, it has developed its unique identity, navigating challenges such as political instability, military rule, and economic development. This article provides a comprehensive overview of Pakistan's history, starting from its ancient roots to its contemporary role in global affairs. Ancient history: the Indus Valley Civilization, circa 2500–1500 BCE. The region that is now Pakistan was home to one of the world's earliest and most sophisticated civilizations, the Indus Valley Civilization. Flourishing between 2500 and 1500 BCE, this civilization centered around the cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro in present-day Punjab and Sindh. These cities were well organized, with advanced urban planning, sanitation systems, and impressive architecture, including granaries, bathhouses, and large residential complexes. The people of the Indus Valley were skilled in agriculture, metallurgy, and long-distance trade, particularly with Mesopotamia and other contemporary civilizations. The script of the Indus Valley remains undeciphered, and much about its social and political structure is still unknown. The civilization mysteriously declined around 1500 BCE, possibly due to climatic changes, shifting river systems, or invasions by Indo-Aryan peoples. The Vedic period and early Hinduism, circa 1500 to 600 BCE, after the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization, the region became influenced by the Indo-Aryans, who migrated into the subcontinent around 1500 BCE. The Indo-Aryans brought with them the Vedic culture, which became the foundation for Hinduism. The Rig Veda, one of the oldest Hindu scriptures, was composed during this time, and the region saw the development of early religious rituals, social structures, and political kingdoms. The Punjab and Sindh regions were integral parts of these early Vedic cultures. The caste system began to take root, organizing society into Brahmins, priests, Kshatriyas, warriors, Vaishyas, merchants, and Shudras, laborers. This era also marked the rise of small kingdoms and republics, Mahajanapadas, that would later influence the political landscape of the subcontinent. Persian and Greek invasions, 6th–4th century BCE. By the 6th century BCE, parts of modern-day Pakistan were incorporated into the Achaemenid Empire of Persia under Cyrus the Great and later Darius I. The Persian influence brought administrative reforms, new trade routes, and the spread of Zoroastrianism. The region remained under Persian control until the arrival of Alexander the Great in 326 BCE. Alexander's conquests brought the northwestern region of the subcontinent into contact with Hellenistic culture. His campaign, though brief, left a lasting impact on the region. After Alexander's death, his empire fragmented, and the Greek Seleucid Empire controlled parts of the area until they ceded it to the Maurya Empire of India in a treaty with Chandragupta Maurya. The Maurya and Kushan empires, 4th century BCE, 3rd century CE, the Maurya Empire, 321–185 BCE, under the leadership of Chandragupta Maurya and his successors, incorporated parts of Pakistan into its realm. Ashoka the Great, one of the most famous Mauryan emperors, promoted Buddhism throughout his empire, and Buddhist monasteries and stupas were established across the region. After the decline of the Maurya Empire, the Kushan Empire, 1st Street 3rd century CE, rose to prominence, with its capital at Peshawar in modern Pakistan. The Kushan rulers, particularly Kanishka, were patrons of Buddhism, and under their rule, the region became a significant center for Buddhist art, culture, and learning. The Gandhara civilization, famous for its Greco-Buddhist art, flourished during this time, creating exquisite sculptures that blended Hellenistic and Buddhist influences. Islamic invasions and the spread of Islam, 7th–12th century. Islam began to make inroads into the region of modern-day Pakistan during the Umayyad Caliphate. In 711 CE, Muhammad bin Qasim, a general of the Umayyad Caliphate, led an invasion of Sindh and defeated the local Hindu ruler, Raja Dahir. This marked the beginning of Islamic rule in the region and the gradual spread of Islam through Sindh and Punjab. Under Muslim rule, particularly during the Abbasid Caliphate, the region became an important center of trade, learning, and culture. Muslim scholars, administrators, and merchants brought Islamic law, science, and literature, influencing the local population. The Delhi Sultanate and Mughal Empire, 13th–18th century. By the 12th century, much of the region had come under the control of the Delhi Sultanate, founded by Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. The Delhi Sultanate, though centered in northern India, exerted control over large parts of present-day Pakistan, particularly the Punjab and Sindh regions. During this period, the region saw the construction of Islamic architecture, the spread of Persian culture, and the establishment of Sufi orders. In 1526, the Mughal Empire was founded by Babur, a descendant of both Timur and Genghis Khan. The Mughal Empire, which at its height included most of the Indian subcontinent, left an indelible mark on the culture and history of Pakistan. Akbar the Great, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb expanded Mughal influence and promoted Persian art, architecture, and administrative reforms. The Lahore Fort, Badshahi Mosque, and Shalimar Gardens in Lahore are lasting examples of Mughal architecture. Under the Mughals, Islam continued to spread throughout the region, and Sufism gained a strong foothold. Lahore became a key center of Islamic learning and culture. The decline of the Mughals and rise of regional powers, 18th century. The decline of the Mughal Empire in the 18th century gave rise to regional powers in the area that is now Pakistan. The Sikh Empire, under Maharaja Ranjit Singh, emerged as a dominant force in the Punjab region during the early 19th century. Ranjit Singh's empire stretched from the Khyber Pass in the west to the Sutlej River in the east, with Lahore as its capital. Sikh rule lasted until 1849, when the British defeated the Sikhs in the Second Anglo-Sikh War. Meanwhile, in Sindh and Balochistan, local rulers such as the Talpurs and Kalat Khanate maintained autonomy, although they also faced growing pressure from the British. British colonial rule. The Raj, 1857–1947. The British East India Company had established trading posts in India by the early 17th century, but by the mid-19th century, they had taken control of much of the subcontinent. Following the Indian Rebellion of 1857, also known as the Sepoy Mutiny, the British Crown assumed direct control of India, ushering in the era of the British Raj. Pakistan's regions of Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan, and the Northwest Frontier Province, NWFP, became part of British India. Under British rule, significant economic and infrastructure developments took place, including the construction of railways, roads, and canals. However, British policies also led to economic exploitation and the suppression of local industries. During this period, modern education, Western-style governance, and political awareness spread among the local populace. Lahore became a hub of intellectual and political activity, with figures like Sir Syed Ahmed Khan advocating for modern education and reform for Muslims in the region. The freedom struggle and the creation of Pakistan, 20th century. By the early 20th century, Indian nationalism was gaining momentum, with the Indian National Congress and Muslim League emerging as key political parties. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru led the Congress Party's efforts for Indian independence, advocating for a united, secular India. Meanwhile, the All India Muslim League, under the leadership of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, sought to secure political rights for Muslims, who constituted a significant minority in British India. Jinnah, originally a member of the Congress, eventually broke away due to differences over representation and autonomy for Muslims. He advocated for the creation of a separate Muslim majority state, arguing that Muslims and Hindus were two distinct nations with different religions, cultures, and traditions. This idea culminated in the demand for Pakistan, derived from Pak, meaning pure, and Stan, meaning land. The British agreed to the partition of India, and on August 14, 1947, Pakistan was born as an independent nation, comprising the Muslim-majority regions of northwestern and eastern India. West Pakistan, modern-day Pakistan, and East Pakistan, modern-day Bangladesh, were separated by over 1,000 miles of Indian territory. Post-independence Pakistan, challenges and growth, 1947-present. The partition of India and Pakistan was accompanied by one of the largest mass migrations in history, with millions of Hindus and Muslims crossing the newly drawn borders. Communal violence, riots, and massacres claimed hundreds of thousands of lives. The new nation of Pakistan faced immediate challenges, including refugee crises, economic instability, and the integration of diverse ethnic and linguistic groups. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Pakistan's first Governor-General, envisioned Pakistan as a democratic state with equal rights for all its citizens. However, Jinnah's early death in 1948 left a leadership vacuum, and Pakistan soon experienced political instability and military intervention in politics. Pakistan's history in the decades following independence was marked by military coups, with General Ayub Khan, General Yahya Khan, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, and General Zia-ul-Haq playing central roles in shaping the country's political trajectory. The nation also faced the trauma of losing East Pakistan in 1971, which seceded to become the independent state of Bangladesh after a brutal civil war. Despite these challenges, Pakistan has developed into a nuclear power and an important player in regional and global politics. The country has also faced challenges from terrorism, political instability, and economic issues, but it has shown resilience and continues to strive for progress. Conclusion: Pakistan's history is rich and multifaceted, shaped by ancient civilizations, the spread of Islam, the Mughal Empire, colonialism, and its struggle for independence. Since 1947, Pakistan has carved out its own identity as a Muslim-majority state with a vibrant culture, complex political landscape, and an important role in South Asia. Today, Pakistan continues to evolve, balancing its Islamic heritage with modern challenges and aspirations for a prosperous future.